Welcome to October free webinar from Remote Agric. My name is Dr. Dayo Adetiloye, and I'll be your facilitator today for this session. Remote Agric, this October, we are officially 1 year old, and within that 1 year, we've recorded a lot of traction. So today, we are focusing on how to join Remote OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely project and how to earn 38% ROI from it. Today is the Friday, 31st of October 2025, and today we'll be featuring the project details. We'll be explaining it into details and how to position as an investor, also how to get your YAM returns. We'll also look at how you can leverage agriculture by producing, processing, and aggregating and exporting as well. So today is going to be a great day. Today we are going to have a wonderful interaction that is going to really help the agricultural community in Africa. So we are looking at own a yam farm remotely. Own a yam farm remotely. Okay, so the few information about me, then I will give us a brief about remote agric. From there we proceed. So my name again is Dr. Dayaditloe. I have my first degree in agriculture, and I proceeded to have my second degree in Masters in Business Administration and also a doctorate in Business Administration. So I'm also a licensed business development service provider. And for the past 15 years, I've been in the business development and agri-business consulting. As the CEO of Remote Agric, we make agricultural profitable, accessible, and scalable. So I have completed short time assignment for a lot of organizations as trainers, as facilitator, as a coach, as a mentor, and as agribusiness expert. The following organization, to mention a few: GIZ, Gopal, BDO, Economic Sense, TAFTA, Innovator, DABH, also Mandela Washington Fellowship. I've completed short assignment for them. I'm also a fellow of the Tony Lumen Foundation and also the Jimite Public Speaking Program. I've also accessed some other opportunity, especially the Facebook grant as well. So these are just few information I want you to know about me as we produce in this conversation. So for Remote Agric, we started October 2024, and then the ending of today makes Remote Agric a year old. And we started it from the passion to see how we can democratize access to agricultural wealth and solving the problem of food security, the food insecurity in the nation. So the first research we did was to buy some set of yams and experiment with it, with the one we produce in Remote Agric. The one we bought from the market, in less than 30 seconds, it started turning to red. The face started turning to red. And the one for Remote Agric, in 30 minutes, the face is still as white as snow. So we now discover that some of the produce in the market, they are of low quality. And if care is not taken, if people don't take the bull by the horn, to go ahead and ensure that we produce quality food. You just get to the market one day, you will just discover that all the options available for you are produce that are of low quality. So in remote agri, we are setting out to explore all the opportunity in the agri sector. We want to solve as many problems as our hand can touch, especially when it has to do with primary food production. Okay, so we launched last year, October, we launched with OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely. And in December, we added OWN-A-PIG-FARM remotely. And these two products from us, they are doing well, fantastically well. At the end of 1 year, I'm glad to let you know that close to 80% of people that put their money in OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely, they have received their returns back. For people that want physical yam, we are in the process of delivering that to them. And for the pig farm, which is 7 months, I'm glad to let you know that we have successfully have up to 3 cohorts that have received their returns back in the space of 7 months. So this is our joy. Within that short period of 1 year, we registered the company. We we were licensed as a startup label in Nigeria. It's a great achievement because there are a lot of things you have to have before they can give you a startup label. In the course of this presentation, I'm going to show you what that means. Also, we were accepted into a particular accelerator program called Cocoon. And currently, currently that program is helping us to build our mobile app. Okay, so these are some of the things that we have enjoyed over time within the space of 1 year. We've produced food for the community we serve in Ile-Ife. They eat our yam, they eat we have more than 10 produce from our farm, and these are the things that we have been making impact about. Also, in terms of people that work with us, we've impacted quite a lot of young people that now have interest in agriculture because of what we do. If you come to our farm now, you see farmers that are graduates, farmers, they are happy doing what they are doing just because we launch out on remote agri. So when it comes to crop production, you will see us. When it comes to livestock farming, you will see us. Agro processing, we are coming there. We are not yet there. Remote farming services, we're already doing that. Agricultural consultancy advisory, we are doing that as well. Agri logistics and supply chain management, and many more. These are the things that we are set out to achieve as a company. Now, within that short period of time, we have a website, all our social media handles, they are very active, and we also have a functional email that you can reach out to us. So why does agriculture matters? There are a lot of statistics that shows that Nigeria cannot survive up to 6 months if there is another lockdown without any production of food. And that tells you that that statistic is not good enough. That means we have to go back to farm. And everybody cannot go back to farm. Some of us have to go back just because we have passion to solve this problem. And for you to go back to, for you that you don't want to go back to the farm physically, you can go back to the farm by sending your money to work for you through the platform we have created called Remote Agri. So this picture is a one of the pictures that we took during the farm visit. We usually organize farm visit at least 3 times in a year, where you get to see, interact with our farmers, you get to interact with the farm itself. Everybody comes physically when we go for farm visit. Another one is coming up by February 2026. So we want us to start planning towards that. By 2026, we have uh, farm visits coming up. So looking at our OWN-A-YAM-FARM remote package, you invest without being on the farm physically. That's the idea. But if you want to come physically, you are allowed. We give you the opportunity, but the initial plan is that you don't even need to even come to the farm physically. We do the renting of land for you. We do the planting for you. We do the harvesting for you. We do the selling for you. All what we just do is to receive your returns in your own bank account. All right, so we run a open model. The packages available, we have on a yam farm, on a pig farm. Very soon, on a poultry farm is loading. We're also pushing that because one of the things we position for are other opportunities, investment opportunities, grants and loans and things like that that can help us with more production. So very soon, there is a particular grant I'm working on now that can give us up to 2,000 euros for us to run a package around own a maize farm remotely. And we're working on that currently. By the time we submit, we pray that they will pick us so that we can take this to the next level. So there is the remote digital monitoring. One of the things we do in Remote Agri is this monthly seminar, and we have been doing it back to back since we launched 1 year ago. You can watch replay of some of our episodes on our YouTube channel, and we'll share the recording of this in the group as well, and some of our previous episodes so that people can listen to it again. So when it comes to digital monitoring, the apps that we are building presently will help you to monitor well, but currently all the people that have put money into any of our own a pig farm or own a yam farm remotely, they are on a WhatsApp group. On that WhatsApp group, we give them updates of all the things that we do, pictures, videos, and things like that. So this model helps in profit sharing. It helps in contributing to food security in the nation. And like I mentioned, that we have the website remoteagric.ng. If you've not been to our website, you can do so that you get some of the ideas of some of the things that we do. So the location of our farm, the head office of Remote Agric is at Magboro, Lagos Ibadan Expressway. That's the head office. While the farm, our first farm, is in Opa-Alakowe community in Ile-Ife. That's where our farm is located. And in less than 1 year, if you know the offer of farmland we have received that say, come and use our farm, come and use my land, come and use this, come and use that. It has been amazing. But currently, all our operations is within Ile-Ife community. Okay. So this is one of the experiments we did. You can see this particular yam that the face is turning to, it's changing color. You can see it, and you can see remote yam. You can see how wide it is. Okay, so when we talk about quality of what you are eating, is very important. And that's why everybody must support platform like this. You must support platform like this that is producing quality food for people in the market. You know, some people, they want to jump the process. They just want to mass produce without considering quality of what they are producing. Okay. So the package we launched that we are currently selling that is going to end today is OWN-A-YAM-FARM yam remotely. For OWN-A-YAM-FARM yam remotely, we have the October 2025 to October 2026 package. For one unit is 1,700 naira. What we mean by one unit is that one heap of the yam farm, one heap will contain one big yam at harvest. So that is our target. So in terms of the returns, it's 38%. In terms of the unit, is 17. In terms of the duration, is 12 months, October 2025 to October 2026. So this is one of the picture we took during one of our farm visits. You can see how big the heaps are. And how big the heaps are is also one of the factors that makes the yam big. Apart from that, the quality of the yam seed and the yam set, very important. The quality and also the farm regime in terms of you weed when you are supposed to weed, you mulch when you are supposed to mulch, and things like that. So on a yam farm, October 2025 to 2026, if you look at this chart very well, the minimum to join is 10 units, which is 17,000 naira. The reason why we did that is to give everybody sense of ownership, give everybody sense of uh, you are participating to support a major problem of solving the food insecurity in the nation. And then so the maximum you can come in with is actually this 1,000 unit has been reviewed to 5,000. So that's the maximum you can come in with, 5,000 units. And for each cycle, we have a target of what we want to plant. So for this particular cycle, we are targeting between 20,000 to 30,000 units. Once we hit that range, we close sales. Okay. Now, most of the time, when the people see our 38% returns, they think that it's out of maybe we're just dashing people money. No, there is a calculation that comes into it. Okay, so this calculation considering so many things. So number one, we have a target that we are going to sell each yam for, let's say you invest into say you invest into 1,000 units, which is supposed to give you 1,000 yam at harvest. We have a target that you are coming in with 1,700, but during that time we have a target that we are going to sell one yam for 2,607. So in doing that, we are going to remove 10% of marketing and logistics from that money of what we are selling. So by the time you remove it, your money will remain this. And after that, by the time you remove your initial money from it, it's going to remain this. And the percentage of this is 38%. So that was how we got 38% in 1 year. So it's a calculation that we did that is making us to give you that amount of money. Now, apart from own a yam farm remotely that we also have own a pig farm remotely. For own a pig farm remotely, the duration is 7 months. Per unit is 2,100 and the returns is 25% returns. The same calculation also, each unit here represent kg. You know, animals, they are measured in kg. Okay, so if you look at what it's written here, it is a pig farming investment program that allows individuals to own and earn from a pig farm without being involved in the day-to-day operations. Remote Agri manages the farm on your behalf, ensuring professional care and profitability. And this is very important. One of the things that we've discovered within the 1 year of this work is that people are more interested in the profitability angle. People are more interested in their returns on investment. People are more interested in, they want you to use their money, go do the farm for me. But at the end of the day, I want to hear that you've produced enough, you've solved the food insecurity, and my investment is coming back with good returns, which is also good of a typical investor. So having that in mind, we ensure that these things are profitable, not just for our investors, but the entire value chain of engagement. Okay. So this is one of our pig farm, as you can see. These are some of the pigs as well. So once you call me for the pig package, you can call me any month of the year. But for yam, you have to join during the planting season. Currently, we are planting yam. So if you don't join between this October and November, you can't join again. You have to wait for another 1 year. But for pig, you can call me at any time to join what we are doing. So while investing in pig, high demand for pork, I can tell you, if you have, I don't know how many kg, if you have a good size of pig right now, the people that want to buy it, they'll just bring their talk, weigh your pig and give you your cash. So there is a high demand for pork, fast reproductive cycle, high returns on investment. So like we put here, our monthly package, own a pig farm remotely, is currently on join this month pig farm ownership package. Okay. So for the pig, the same thing, you join with 10 units, and the maximum of this has also been reviewed to 5,000 units. So that's the maximum you can join. And as the case may be, but like I said, this is a monthly syndicate that you can join in any month. For example, we are rounding up October now. All the people that put in their money this October, as from November, their money will start counting. Okay, so this is the picture I showed previously and all that. So at this point, I want to entertain question before I share another document about the OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely. Do we have any question? Maybe anything that is not too clear to you? You want me to expatiate on anything? You can do that before I share the next document.
Hello, sir. Thank you for the lecture. Should I say lecture so far? Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
I would like you to talk more around the percentage. There was a place there was a slide you were talking about the percentage, 38%, and marketing cost, and I mean for
okay,
the farm, what's it called, for the yam, not
yes.
yeah. So you mentioned about what goes to logistics, what goes to other things. So if you can
Yeah.
just expatiate more on that. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So, the idea is that as you put your money, you also want to know how is this thing turning back to money? So your money first turn into the yam, then from yam, it turns back to the money. So how does that work? So currently, one unit is one heap, and one heap is one big yam at harvest. Okay, so for this sample, the sample is this person invested into 1,000 units, which will give you 1,000 big yam at harvest. So in selling this yam, the selling price, the projected selling price is 2,607. That's the projected selling price. So, and if you do the multiplication, you are going to have this 2.6 million as your income. So, because it will not just turn from physical yam to cash like that, there is marketing and logistics cost that it attracts. So this 10% goes into marketing and logistics. So that's the reason why this is subtracted from this total money, and the money remains this. So you remember that you came into this business with 1.7, okay? And when you remove this 1.7 from the money that is remaining, after the logistics and money cost has been removed, the profit you will be expecting is 646,300. So when we are paying you back, we are paying you your 1.7 with the additional profit now, which is 646. So this additional profit is now the 38% that we are paying you as the ROI that you are getting. So by the time you add these two together, you get your returns on investment. So that's because the reason why we are doing this breakdown for you, some people, they want to compete. So they will now go and bring their own yam farm package out and things like that. They will now say, instead of 38%, they can now promise you, they will say you are going to get 50%. And of course, 50% is on the high side. How do you want to do it? You understand now? And at the end of the day, their system begins to have issues. And that's the reason why we are giving this intensive breakdown so that you have an idea of what it means. And because we are selling at distributor, or at we are the producer now. So there are some people that they buy our yam, they go and resell. Of course, they cannot sell at 2.6 when they are reselling on their own. Those ones now can call them retailers or distributors. When they are selling on their own, they can now say their own yam is 3,000. Are you getting the idea now?
Yes.
And also because we also said to off-takers that they are corporate. There are some people, they do pondo yam, so they buy this yam, and when they are buying at that level, you give them a reasonable discount that makes them to come to your farm and mop up what you are producing. So for example, the current production we are doing now is between 20,000 to 30,000 yam units. So that literally what that means is that by ending of next year, we'll have produced at least a minimum of 20,000 tubers of yam. And if we are selling that, we need people that can buy in bulk, not just somebody that is buying one or two or three and things like that. So that's it. Adeyemi, you are welcome. So I don't know if there are other questions
Yes,
for us.
thank you for that, sir. I've gotten the answer to my question, because before I was thinking
Yeah.
maybe is the 38% will be on 1,007. But I think it's more interesting
Okay.
now that it's even on the main money and the profit kind of. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you get so everything will be added together when we
Yeah.
are paying you. Yes, so
Yeah.
everything will be added together when we are paying you. So
Okay.
your initial money you deposited is coming back with
Yeah.
the additional
Profit. Yeah.
profit. Yes, so that's
Yeah.
the yeah.
Okay, and I guess, sorry, sir, don't mind me. I think you
That's
will still
fine.
get to, since we still have more slides to go, probably you will
Yeah,
still get there, but let me ask, if you will get there, you can just let me know, sir. So
yeah,
you mentioned before that there are some people that want to collect their yam. Um,
yeah.
Basically, how does that work? Are they still going to get profit, or what's
Okay, so
the thing
the so
around
the
that?
yes, so the when we launched out, one of our uniqueness is to say that some people so the idea is that we are helping you to farm remotely. So instead of selling the produce of your farm, you can as well request for the produce and eat in your house. You understand now? So that's the idea around it. However, in practice, we discovered that some people did 10 units and their location is very far. And to send the yam to them, the logistics alone, we buy times two of the yam we want to send. So imagine you do 10 units and you are in Taraba from Osun State. If we want to send 10 tubers of yam, the money we will use to send it, we buy times two of that in Taraba. So that's just the idea. So people now receive their cash back, instructing us to sell for them. Why for just very few people, not up to 2 or 3% of the people that did the last one, requested for physical tubers of yam. So that's the way it works. So we allow that especially for, we said you will be opening we gave opportunity for people to, during farm visits, to come to the farm physically. You understand now? So it's not audio farm. We are not using your money to do any other thing. It's this farming. So we give you opportunity to come and visit. So if you have been visiting regularly and you want physical farm, you already know where farm is. You already know the kind of logistics that it can entail. You can request for, you can even come to farm to pack your yam. You understand? So these are opportunities that and the uniqueness of some of the things that we do. But we know that 90%, 95% of people want money in terms of the ROI. So you are not getting the two. You either get the yam or you get your cash.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes. So let's have more question. The question makes it more interactive and interesting. More question. So for pig, it's only money. Anybody that needs pig, that means you need live pig, and you will come to farm to buy the live pig or to carry your live pig. So we just sell and arrange your money. So because some people have asked questions around, okay, can they also get physical pig and the like? So if you want to get physical pig, that means you come to farm to carry it yourself. You understand? There is a minimum such persons we have to do because these things are measured in kg. Okay, so in terms of social impact of remote agric, job creation and economic empowerment, I'm telling you the impact of what we are doing is massive. It's massive in what we are doing. The impact is massive and it's something that you want to be part of. In terms of employment, in terms of job creation, is massive. And also in terms of promotion of food security. We did a section on in one of our seminars on this food security. We broke it down. I will share the link in the group soon. We dig it down what it means by food security, making food available, quality food, accessible, affordable, these are things that we look at. Also, empowering non-farmers to participate in agriculture. This is the cash. A lot of people, they didn't study agric like we did. They are in the urban areas and they hardly come to the rural area for farming. I've had people reach out to me to say, Dayo, sometimes ago, I gave people money to do farming for me. But because I was not there to monitor, they make mess of it. They didn't have any meaningful returns from such ventures. I've seen one person, two, three people complain like that. And when we launched and we showed them this opportunity that don't worry, we manage these things directly. You can trust us with this. And with that, they saw the difference. And such people now prefer to put money into remote agri than to give money to maybe one cousin that doesn't have good experience in business management, farm management, and then they didn't even study it, and they just make mess of things like that. So we're empowering people that are non-farmers to participate in agriculture. And number four is rural development and infrastructure improvement. If you see the community where we operate from in Opa-Alakowe in Osun State, the kind of development that is happening right now there has been phenomenal in terms of this. Some of the smallholder farmers we work with, their operations have changed, the way they approach things have changed, their capacity has been enlarged to do more, and this is some of the impact. So in terms of where you can reach us, we have email, we're on social media handles. This is the phone number you can easily reach us to, and these are the corporate office and the farm operation location that I mentioned earlier. So, of course, we have a WhatsApp group where we have our community, and some of you have asked questions already. So, I want to share another document now that will help us to also see more information around the OWN-A-YAM farm remotely. So I want to share our information package. Okay, I believe we can see the information package. So if you can see, just type I can see in the meeting chat. If you can see the information package, just type I can see. I can see if you can see the information package. Just type, I can see if you can see the information package. Okay, Christy say I can see, nice. Okay, Adeyemi says I can see. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so this document is our information package document. Is more detailed than the PowerPoint, and it shows more information for us to see, and so I will, if I see any new thing, I will stop and talk. And also this document is already in our WhatsApp group. If anybody invited you to this program and you are not on the WhatsApp group, let the person send you the link to the WhatsApp group so that you can have access to this document. Okay. So for this document, there are some specific places I want to show us. Uh, I've mentioned some of these things already in the slide. Okay. Of course, when you want to pay, ensure that you pay in the remote agreed um, bank accounts that shows the name remote agreed. So we have two banks we operate majorly. The first one is the UBA, and we recently launched our Wema Bank account as well, because Wema Bank is giving us some special consideration in our operations. So I've explained this to us already. Okay, so there's this place I want to share with us that has to do with the risk. Because one of the things people usually ask is the risk around what we do. And of course, there is no venture without risk. And then if you say there is no risk, that means you don't know what you are doing. Because when you know what you are doing, and you know the risk, it helps you to manage what to expect. So when we launched in October last year, we didn't have insurance for our yam farm. Okay. So we launched the October to October, we launched the February to February. But I'm glad to let you know that for the October 2025 to October 2026, there is insurance for the farm. Okay. However, the fact that I said there is insurance for the farm does not, that is not the height of our risk management. Okay. On paper, it's good to showcase that it has insurance, but that is not the height, because the insurance has, there is a level of what they can insure. All right. So what we do is that firstly, if you do what you are supposed to do as a farmer, if you do what you are supposed to do as a farmer, there are some things that naturally should not happen. So, for example, in terms of you plant a good seed, you weed when you are supposed to weed, you harvest when you are supposed to harvest, you did everything that you're supposed to do. There are some things that will not happen. So the insurance is part of our risk management system. But apart from that, our daily farm operation regime is also another risk management system that we have woven into our operations. Then another thing that we'll also do, like I said, that one of our priority is to ensure that our returns on investment for our participants are a major focus for us. So there are some other operations within the system that buffers all the activities. So let me give you an example. As we are targeting 30,000 units of yam farm, that's not what we are going to plant exactly. We are going to do more than that. So that if there is any, maybe somebody say, my yam is too small, so we have something to substitute for things like that. So these are risks that we are managing from the system to ensure that we're able to produce and get the ROI as at when desired. Okay, so we've talked about how we launched. Our vision is to be a leading agricultural enterprise in Africa where sustainable farming and smart investment converge to create wealth, enhance food security, and foster inclusive economic growth. And the mission is to make agriculture easy, profitable, and impactful by offering tailored agricultural investment opportunities. We aim to provide a platform where individuals can invest in farming ventures remotely while we handle the entire process from land preparation to harvest using eco-friendly and sustainable practices. So, in terms of the number of user on our platform now, in terms of participants, currently we are getting close to 150 subscribers on our platform currently, and these people have been part of pig and part of the yam as well, and it's growing every day. It's something we are building daily that we are doing. So another thing I want to mention as we begin to round up is that we are also actively pitching to institutional investors. So we are selling 20% of remote agri for 500 million US dollars. So they call it Serie A funding, and we're actively pitching for that right now. So if you know any institutional investor you want to introduce us to, uh, they are going to be part of the company. All right. So people can join us at that level or the level of this 7-month cycle, 1 year cycle. But if you have the capacity, you can join us as co-owners of this business, where currently we want to sell 20% for 500,000 US dollar for institutional investors. Okay, so I've talked about our mobile app. It's about 50% loading. We got on a accelerator program that is doing that for us. They are doing an MVP for us. Frequently asked questions. If you receive this, just take your time to study it. You will see some of the things that I've mentioned so far as well there. So let me show some of this legal document as well. For this legal document, the remote agri, we are doing everything possible to ensure that every certification, every licenses, every document we need to get, we are getting them. So apart from the fact that we are registered with Corporate Affairs Commission, we also have the SCUMO. SCUMO is a recognition from EFCC that you are good to go as far as your business is concerned. So to get that document requires a lot of effort as well. Another thing we'll be able to get is that we have been recognized by federal government of Nigeria as Nigeria Startup Label. So we have the label startups. So when they are saying agri startups in Nigeria, we are one of them. So we are a startup. Now to get this certificate, the the requirement is so detailed that it is only a business that is ready that gets this kind of certification. So we have it for remote agric. This is the founder and the co-founder at the Cocoon Startup Accelerator program that I mentioned, where they are giving us a free mobile app. They are developing it for us. This is the program. So I'm the founder, and the person beside me, Mr. Oludaremu Dashiro, is the co-founder of Remote Agric. These are pictures from our farm visits. These are some of our team from Lagos at the head office, and these are some of the pictures from the farm. These are the hips, like I'm showing us. This other one is a picture of a fully grown yam farm. It's a picture of a fully grown yam farm, and you can see those pictures. You can see maize inside it as well. These are some of our farmers. You can see wearing a cap and all that. Also, there are some other activity on the farm, like sap farming venture. You can see some of the experiment we are doing on our demonstration site on the farm. All this sap farming operation. You can see pepper from some of this sap farm operation. You can see pepper. We also do tomato as well, but they are not open to the public right now. It's only the yam and the pig that is open to the public, but all these are ongoing on the farm as well. So we have so this is what we are currently selling that we want. If you're on this call, you've not been part of OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely, we want to encourage you to key into it, because it's a major thing that we want you to get. I think this is the last information I want to share on this slide with us, and from there you can ask any question from us as we begin to round up this conversation today. So let me stop this slide sharing. So we have the floor for every one of us. You can comment if you have been part of the if you have been part of the people that have benefited from remote agric. Maybe you did the OWN-A-YAM-FARM remotely October 2024 to 2025, and you've received your ROI. You can share your experience. How was it? And then you can share with us. And if you are just joining, maybe you are just joining us for the first time, just share. We just need one or two or three of us to share before we close the conversation today. Adeyemi Joshua, can we start with you? How has been your experience so far with remote agric? You can unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well done. It's nice hearing from you. I will tell you that I'm a new participant. I'm just coming in. In fact, as we speak, even the whole yam farm, I've not been able to make any commitment. And that is where I want to ask the question that for someone like me that's just coming in new, and I wish to buy between 10 and 20 units, but I don't have the money presently till around next month. What of help can you be to someone like me?
Okay, very good. So we've asked people to book and a lot of people have been booking. So what you just need to do is to send a WhatsApp chat to me to say I'm booking for 10 units or I'm booking for 20
20.
units, and, my money will be ready by so date. Just give us a date, that's all. So once you give us a date, of course, the date should not be more than a month, and
Yes.
so that you can enter. Like I said, we are already planting already. And this planting season, we are leveraging on the rain. If you agree with me, you will know that we are seeing the rainy season. So
Yes.
to conceive, to do it of our yam, we are leveraging on it, and the work is massive. We are doing right now in Opa-Alakowe community in Ile-Ife is massive. So that's the reason why I want people to come in on time and all that. So just send me a chat, and then we'll book that for you.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Another thing that I want to ask or get clarification on is that I have heard this before, and I want to ask that they usually say that government give empowerment program to farmers, poultry, and the likes. If, like as you have said, you have been registered, and peradventure, which I trust God for, that the government may give fund or empowerment or support
Yeah,
to your firm.
yeah.
How are we that we are cooperating with you? How are we also going to benefit from such?
Okay, so that is a very good question, and there are so many ways we can partner together. Okay, so
Okay.
the first thing, so for example, there's an application we did sometimes ago, I think last week or even I think this week or last week. The application is called Produce for Lagos. It's a program by the governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So they've budgeted 500 billion naira for this purpose. They want people to produce and sell to them in Lagos. There is the government of Lagos that will buy it. So they
Mm.
have form of arrangement. So the ways you benefit apart from your ROI that you do or physical yam that you get, the other thing you want to benefit is that anytime we call for farm visits, you want to ensure that you are available, because that's number
Okay.
one. Anytime we call for meetings like this, you want to be sure
Okay.
that you are available. It's because you are here now that you can ask this kind of question. You
Yes.
understand? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, um, you can say, for example, that, okay, you can say you have a company that produce pondo yam, for example,
Okay.
and you want your company to be able to buy our yam.
So,
So
yes.
the fact that you are already an insider, you've already put money in on a yam remotely, it's easier for us to listen to you, to say, okay, let's work together. Now, there are also some people, they have farms already, but their farms are having problem, and they need experts like us to give recommendations, visit their farms and all that. So if you're already a member, a remote agri, such kind of opportunity, you can easily have access to us to say, okay, can I bring you to my farm to see what I'm doing? I've had people call us to say they have land, they like to do agriculture, they don't know how to go about it. In fact, some of them want to offer us those lands to use. So these are opportunities that you get to do. So if you also have a farm by the side, and you want to register it the way we have did us, it's easier for us to mentor you to be able to
Mm.
achieve that. There are a lot of opportunities. What you bring, that we look into and see how we can support you. If you see any, you can even see any opportunity like this and say, we are going to partner with you to execute it. You understand now? You can say, I want you guys to apply for this, but it's going to be a partnership between Remote Agric and you. Are you getting this thing now? So there are so many ways we can leverage on what we are already building, because it's something that we are building, and as part of those people that are in early enough, you are part of the process, you get to enjoy some of these opportunities as well. There is an application that I'm also working on. I mentioned it, I don't know if you are around that time, that I said uh, that project is a maize project. So if they approve it for us, we are going to be working with smallholder farmers. So if you are a smallholder farmer, it is easier for us to bring you on board because you are already a member. Are you getting some of these
Yes,
opportunities?
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
these are the things that so it's just for you to stay consistently. When people stay consistently, they benefit more from this relationship as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I really appreciate your question. Christy, Ishola, let's hear from you. Any question before we wrap up this webinar today?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So everything
Thank
you've
you for
said.
staying to this time. You're the first to join the call and
Yeah.
we really appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. So you've been explicit enough actually, but I just want to ask this question.
Okay.
I don't want to take it somehow really, because
Yeah,
I've known you
yeah,
right from I think 2012.
yeah,
I
go
know
ahead.
you, I know you, I know you, I know you are a good person. So I'm not asking because I'm doubting you or something.
Go
From the
ahead with
time
your
of
question.
youth empowerment when you in Igbaroke, something like that. So I really know you.
Yeah, go ahead with your
Yeah, okay.
question.
So
Yeah,
my question is, you mentioned about the risk that you have insurance
yeah,
and you have some other measures in place to cushion the effects, if at all there is any risk. But
yeah.
what I would like to know is, based on that, does it mean the regardless, we don't pray for anything, any risk to,
Yeah.
like, we don't
Mhm.
pray for any bad thing actually, but
Yeah.
just for the sake of business,
Mhm.
just for the sake of business and agreement kind of thing, is
Yeah.
there, does it affect, if anything should happen, does it affect anything? Like maybe does it affect the we that we
The
want to
return.
invest? Does it affect the returns or anything in whatsoever way? Or the company will be the one to I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
just to take
I
the
guess,
effect kind of thing. So
yes,
we don't pray
I
for it
understand
for
what you
documentation's sake, yeah.
I understand what you mean. So in
Okay.
remote agri, we see every one of us as co laborer, and that's the reason why we do those farm visits. If anything will happen, when you come for farm visit, you will know, or you get to have some information at hand. So the way our model operates in such a way that everybody has the access to visit the farm, to check on the farm. So we have, apart from the corporate visit, we have the individual arrangement. Somebody can say, okay, I'm passing Osun State, I want to check the farm. So we give people opportunity to do that. So once we give you opportunity to do that, it helps you to know that even if there's going to be anything that will happen, there are things that you should know as it is. You understand now? So we have insurance in case anything happens. So if anything happens, the insurance will pay. All right. So that's the reason why we have insurance. But beyond insurance, we are also ensuring that the system is built in such a way that which our investors are looking for, which is the ROI. You understand? You will see that most of the investors, they are not looking for knowledge. You can see the number of people here today. They are not, even when we do farm visits, the number of people that show up is also not much. You understand? So to let you know that what investors are after is ROI, is their returns, which is one of the things we prioritize in our operations. So in terms of putting every risk mitigation in place to ensure that everybody gets what they deserve in the process, that is our major goal and major focus. So if anything happens, insurance pays, but beyond insurance, we've taken a step higher ahead because we are just starting this. So we don't want to come and be reporting failure to you. It doesn't make sense. We are into this for a long haul. And that's the reason why we are actively applying for grants, we are applying for investments, we are developing our app. So the stage we are is still something we are building. So we don't want anything to come and disrupt the system. You get what I'm trying to say now. So even when we tell you this thing has a guarantee, you also want to ask question, how? So it's not just to say insurance we pay, which is a good step, but we've taken that step higher again. Are you getting? And that's the reason why you will see that all the people that did October to October 2024 to October 2025, 90% of them has been paid, except the ones that wants physical yam, which we are still working on logistics around that. And of course, the planting has already started for 2025 to 2026. And one thing that you also need to know is that because we are planting yam, yam is one of the resilience tuber crop that we are planting is different from somebody promising you something within 3 months and then and at the end of the day the thing didn't work. If I plant 1,000 yam, when you come to farm and you walk around, you will know if it's 1,000 yam or not. And like I also mentioned during the training, that when we do say 20,000 units, for example, is we don't stay on 20,000 units. We do far excess of that. Are you getting it? And that's another strategy. But of course, yeah, another thing that there are some things that I cannot say here because there are also some of our trade secrets because people will listen to this or on our YouTube platform again. So we can't give you all our risk management strategy, everything 100%. But the few I've given you, you know that at least it's something that is that you can relate with easily. All right. So we don't know if there is any other question. Ishola, Kafaya, let's hear from you. Okay, Christy says, thank you so much, sir. Thank you too. We appreciate you. Ishola, can we hear from you? Just say anything to the house before we close because we are rounding up now. All right, so if we don't have any other question, we want to appreciate everyone that joined this call. Thank you so much as we launch out for other activity from the Remote Agri platform. We want to say thank you so much for joining the October edition of our monthly webinar, and we've been doing it every month. I'm going to do a compilation of all the sessions we have done, different topics from vertical farming to profitable agri-venture. You know, we've treated a lot of topics from practical farming to this kind of knowledge around farming. We'll put everything together. And of course, it's celebration for us because we are now officially 1 year old as a company. It has been from back to back pushing this new venture. It's a new venture for us. And we are here to make it work. We are here to make it impactful. We are here to ensure that everybody have a maximum benefit from what we do. So on this note, we want to say bye-bye for now. Thank you very much.